Because Judge Annalisa Torres granted Ripple a partial court victory, the company's legal chief, Stuart Alderoty, has stated that the SEC should not appeal the decision if the United States government is interested in encouraging the adoption of cryptocurrencies. On top of that, he stated that the SEC was unsuccessful in all of the significant battles, including the question of whether or not XRP is a security in and of itself, and he thinks that Ripple has ultimately been defeated by the SEC. The XRP community experienced its most momentous day, yet as Judge Annalisa Torres finally handed down her decision regarding the ongoing legal struggle between Ripple and the SEC, which has been going on for 4 years. We stated that she discovered that Ripple ought to have registered its sales of XRP to skilled investors as securities. As a result of this discovery, she ordered that the business pay a fine of $125 million to the Securities and Exchange Commission. On the other hand, the judge ruled with Ripple in the other significant disputes, such as the question of whether or not XRP is inherently a security. This resulted in a significant increase in the selling price of XRP. In an interview that took place not too long ago with CNBC, Ripple's chief legal officer, Stuart Alderoty, provided an analysis of the verdict, which he referred to as a significant victory for the firm as well as for the industry. While speaking with Mackenzie Sigalos of CNBC, Alderoty expressed that we are feeling really good. The struggle with the Securities and Exchange Commission CEO was critical for the sector. He noted, because the SEC has been publicly opposed to cryptocurrency ever since Gary Gensler came over as chairman. However, it is essential to keep in mind that Gensler's predecessor, Jay Clayton, was the one who initiated the legal action against Ripple, and that Gensler had only inherited the case. I believe that they were unsuccessful in achieving everything dear to them, trying to establish that a token itself, in this case XRP, can be considered a security was soundly rejected by the court. He remarked, XRP is a token. In the decision that she handed down, Judge Torres observed that an asset, whether it be gold or a cryptocurrency such as XRP, cannot be regarded as a security itself. Furthermore, a firm can package this asset as if it were a security. In this scenario, the company would be accountable for violations of security law. According to Alderoty's explanation, this is the offense for which Ripple was found guilty. After conducting an investigation, the judge concluded that some previous sales commencing around the year 2015 should have been registered under the securities laws due to how those sales were packaged with sophisticated third parties. However, that particular aspect of the decision is the one that we respect. Ripple was given 30 days by Judge Torres to pay the fine, and Alderoty has stated that the firm will comply with the order. After this, he has high hopes that the Securities and Exchange Commission will be able to move on from the company and concentrate on other more urgent issues. In addition, he has high hopes that the verdict will allow the government of Vice President Joe Biden to reverse its aggressive anti-crypto character and instead capitalize on the potential of blockchain technology and cryptocurrency to develop the economy of the United States. Some attorneys have expressed skepticism on whether or not the latest court developments genuinely constitute a triumph for Ripple, even though the company is celebrating the conclusion of its 4-year legal struggle with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. On August 7, Ripple, the business that is responsible for the cryptocurrency, known as XRP SCA, as well as a network for currency exchange, celebrated the conclusion of its legal struggle with the SEC, which had lasted for 4 years. The chief executive officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, announced X and stated that Judge Annalisa Torres reduced the SEC's initial plan to penalize Ripple for $2 billion in damages by 94. Ripple, the industry, and the rule of law have all secured a triumph with this victory. The CEO commented that the headwinds that the SEC has been exerting against the entire XRP ecosystem have been removed. In the ongoing legal battle between Ripple and the SEC, was it a victory or a new chapter? Bradley Garlinghouse is the source. Following Garlinghouse's release, the community instantly responded to the news, which resulted in a 26% increase in the value of XRP. Most recent court ruling has been referred to as a major win for Ripple by several attorneys. Nevertheless, there are some who are hesitant to declare it a total victory. Several individuals have even proposed that this may not be the final chapter in the legal conflict. Even though Ripple is a winner, it does not feel like a winner. According to Philip Moustakis, a lawyer at Stewart Kissel and a former SEC counsel, it is still difficult to claim that there are any victors in the case. This is even though the court's decision to lower the SEC's request for remedies from $2 billion to $125 million is definitely not a win for the SEC. This is because there is still a lack of clarification surrounding how the securities laws of the United States should apply to cryptocurrencies, the costs of legal defense in addition to the penalties, and the disruption of Ripple's business since the lawsuit began in late 2020. As stated by Mustakis, Ripple is a winner, but I think in the grand scheme of things, if you have to be embroiled in litigation for years, have your asset, your token, be delisted from exchanges at least for some time, fight with a regulator, and pay a large fine. That doesn't feel like a win. This statement was made in response to a report that was published by the legal news service Law 360. In addition to the substantial expenses that will be incurred as a result of Ripple's victory, there's also the possibility that the SEC will contest some aspects of the case. The SEC has until the beginning of October to submit an appeal. In light of the most recent ruling made by Torres, the Securities and Exchange Commission was granted 60 days to submit an appeal in the Ripple case before the court's ultimate determination. On August 7, a lawyer who provides support for XRP, Fred Rispel, said on X that today marks the beginning of the 60-day countdown to the deadline to file an appeal. Eleanor Terrett, a journalist for Fox Business, has stated that the prospective appeal that the Securities and Exchange Commission said may file will most likely be related to prior court findings rather than the most recent remedy ruling. So one more time, XRP is in the spotlight, but this time it is not because of another price volatility. Rather, it is because of what has the potential to be one of the most significant breakthroughs in its recent history. The technical signs are pointing in the direction of a significant positive advance, which is being bolstered by judicial triumphs that give holders of Ripple's native cryptocurrency a renewed sense of optimism. However, technical indicators that are pointing in the direction of an increment. The cryptocurrency known as XRP has been able to recover the interest of investors in recent weeks, particularly when it recorded a 20% spike in just a few days. Analysts have discovered a bullish triangle on the asset's monthly charts, which is a rare technical structure that historically frequently comes before large price swings. This upsurge of interest is not a coincidence. Analysts have discovered this configuration. A rising amount of buying pressure is indicated by the formation of this triangle, which is produced by the convergence of trend lines in an upward there, or the upper resistance line. Such a breakthrough has the potential to set off a price increase that is both significant and rapidly occurring. Nevertheless, there are dangers associated with this circumstance. Even though this particular technical pattern gives rise to a great deal of speculation, it is vital to keep in mind that in the volatile world of cryptocurrencies, never is anything certain. The information that has been provided is not intended to be trading advice. There is no responsibility for any investments that are made based on the information that is provided on this page. Before making any decision about investments, we strongly advise conducting independent research and consulting with a knowledgeable professional.